Hello, I am Prosenjit Kumar Ghosh, a graduate student at the University of Texas at Tyler. Now I am going to present my paper. The title of my paper is an IoT-based physical stress monitoring framework for athlete. Here's the outline of today's talk. First, I will talk about the introduction and then novel contribution of this research, system level modeling, implementation and validation. And at the end, I will talk about our conclusion and future research. IoT plays a very vital role through player development, player safety, and fan engagement. So the role of IoT is vast in these post industries, like coaches, players, fans are able to shape game strategy and analyze potential injuries and customize experience by analyzing data collected by multiple devices. So the significance of for physical stress monitoring for an athlete is inevitable because technology has helped by sports training through live tracking performance, perfecting athletic movement, enhancing the communication, and virtually eliminating the injuries. So next, I will talk about the contribution of this IoT in our research. Athlete health stress monitoring is one of the multi-faced application of IoT application, and wearable devices are widely being used for health application. From the data, we can see that around 35% of elite athletes suffer defined kind of physical stress during game or on the physical training session. Also, the total cost for injuries around $20 billion per year. The main challenge of making a good device or uniform device for athlete is that every athlete show their unique identities and physical parameters, so we cannot calculate or measure via a simplest way. Also, such kind of device are not available in the market. Here's the thematic picture of our proposed athlete health monitoring system. Here, the athlete body sample picture I have been provided the control unit through connected IoT cloud. Through from IoT cloud, all the data will be stored in the server or storage devices, and from the physician room and coaching staff can watch the result. This is the conceptual overview of athlete health monitoring. The main goal of our research is to design an IoT-based real-time athlete health monitoring, which can help to monitor or measure athletes' critical condition or any kind of danger that predict the causing or the managers which foster early risks and injuries. The potential value of this research is to integrate several biosensor, intelligence processing, and alert to support medical application for the athlete. Actually, in our devices, we can monitor real-time data, and we also able to analyze the performance of the athlete. For this research, a prototype smart chestband has been proposed for monitoring activity and vital sign from athlete body. So, for wearable sensor like a ECG sensor, a accelerometer sensor, integrate in the athlete body, and result are extracted. Mm, This paper finally proposes a health monitoring system to obtain sufficient information for athlete body. Because if we are able to extract information, we can easily predict or analyze the athlete health and performance. Also, the system is effective and real time. Here's the proposed wearable design of athlete physical stress monitoring. In the left figure, we show how the flexible electrodes will be implemented on athlete body. Because it's very important that it will be very convenient for the athlete. In the left figure, we see that the left arm right arm and right leg. The three flexible exercises will be adjusted with the athlete body. In the right figure, it's a prototype circuit diagram. Voice will describe the total circuit and how data will be extracted. Actually, the feature of physical stress monitoring is that all the sensor like ECG, sensor AD 823T will collect the heart rate and ECG waveform, and it will give us the electrical activity of a heart that we are able to measure and interpret the heart condition. Also, for body kinematics, we use a astrometer sensor which keep the real-time movement and rotation of athlete. So the best way of this measuring is to implement on the athlete body or using cloth or chest that will help to take data, and that are the main proposed on our research. The total system is paper is service oriented architecture framework and described in real time and the health monitoring for the athlete. Here's the communication block diagram, how the data will be extracted and sent to end users. So at first we say that there are several block diagram to develop such a IoT application in sports. And this paper proposes a simple service-oriented architecture framework for sports application. Usually there are three components here. At first, we see that the wearable sensor that are integrated with body area network, and the assistant is the main part of this research because assistant work as a media. They collect data from the athlete body and send to the server. Uh, uh, to implement this IoT for health, mainly the whole connection is divided into three parts. First one is the body area network, second one is personal area network, and third one is wide area network. All the data will be acquisition transferred through gateway. Here's the proposed process of athlete health monitoring, especially how the MCU and the sensor will start working when it will get command from the system, and after getting data and data processing, how it transmit data to the cloud. It is very important to provide the previous health information of athlete because from there the coaches or physician can compare result with the mm, current data. It will help that if any kind of deviation occur or fatality occur, they can easily track and take prepare action. Also, if the device is not registered by an athlete, then it will create its own profile and start giving data. So the both flow chart has been provided to connect and get information from the whole system. In this slide, a sample result has been extracted from a volunteer, and it has shown. From this result, we can easily say that the athlete heart steady and irregularities and the consequent, because how the peak and values can be extracted and analyzed through cardiovascular disease diagnosis, especially if I were able to know the exact peak or the time interval, then we can able to measure the ventricular contraction of heart. And so this is a sensor output is possible the athlete health and any kind of risk fatal accident. And had it's very important to mention that this kind of disease not usually tracked in the beginning because athletes goes a lot of physical work and fatigue, so they try to ignore and try to give their performance. So if we are able to monitor this data properly, then it will be very easy for us to track their health. Here's the sample data that we extracted from accelerometer sensor. From that sensor data, the body force, the movement, rotation, and orientation of the athlete can be measured. And it is very important to learn about the physical activity, because it's totally shaped on the athlete performance. So if they get feedback from the physician and coaching staff, they can easily identify their problem or their performance. So this data will give us to learn everything about that. Here is our conclusion and the future research. This proposed IoT-based monitoring framework uses wearable sensor to obtain physiological information from the athlete, and all data are collected from the sensor to performance and health analysis. To the main objective of our research was that to investigate the and continuous health monitoring of athlete, to reduce different kind of incident, injuries, and sport related fatalities, and improve the efficiency of athlete. Future research involve designing a user interface that can be one-stop solution to monitor nutrition and provide proper medical attention. As the acknowledgement of our papers, and thank you. If you have any question, feel free to ask.